Arcs are just small worlds that survivors live in, but the planet is the size of 400 arcs. What happens when the arcs power down? What becomes of humanity? Hey, what's poppin', my guardians? I am Nathan, or the Tech Hound, and welcome back to another theory video. But this time we're covering Ark Survival Evolved from the favourites across the channel, more specifically Rockwell and Ark Extinction. Ark Aberration is the newest arc in the game, and the end ascension of the game, or what was supposed to be, we see arcs, multiple versions of each, 3 scorched earths, 2 versions of the island. Then we find ourselves on a new arc, a malfunctioning arc. The arc has radiation on the surface. One of the pillars protecting the arc has been struck by a meteor, meaning that the force field has gone down. The sun burns anything on the surface, and you are forced to live in a massive underground cave system. The end boss of Aberration is called Rockwell. The painted sharks have treated me like I'm the bloody queen ever since I've showed the Rockwell's letter of recommendation. Hamna. This might not be important now, but keep it in your head for later on. When you complete the end ascension on the island, and you see the cutscene of all the arcs, you can see a large planet of the arcs that the arcs are orbiting. The game comes back to this after you defeat Rockwell. The cutscene ends with you being transformed into data and put towards a new arc. But if you look carefully at the arc, you see that you miss it. You go straight down to the planet. This means that the planet we are now at is the new arc. I theorise that this is Earth, but we will come back to that later on. You land on the arc, and the new obelisk is not only yellow, but it is also covered in fauna. Your survivor looks around. Sorry. Your survivor looks around the arc, and then hears an explosion. The shield around the green, beautiful arc begins to glitch. Then it drops. You look around past the arc and see the volcanic wasteland. You can see a long broken obelisk in the landscape, as well as what seems to be some buildings. If you go back to the beginning of the tech cave on the island, when you first enter the ship, you walk down a corridor. In this corridor you see multiple holograms of the Earth, each one with this infection on it. The dossier entry for the Nameless reads, mutated humanoid life forms that patrolled the underground surface of Ark Aberration. Did you hear that? Mutated humanoids. This brings me to Rockwell. Remember how Helena talked about how, and I quote, Rockwell's letter of recommendation? Well, she acts as though he was a human. This might mean that the two of them were on Aberration before the rock struck the pillar. Then Rockwell got a feel of the infection. Over the years he transforms into a giant, angry, mutated humanoid that rules over the Ark. All this finally leads me to the theory that the aliens that created the Arks weren't actually aliens. They were aliens, though they weren't. They were survivors and scientists that survived the infestation along with the other survivors. They built the Ark to protect humanity, but when you start killing the bosses and draining the Ark's power, the Arks on the planet's surface also begin to drain power. Well, that's my theory on this subject. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Remember to subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon to get a notification on our new posts, so you don't miss them. And as always, I will hopefully see you in the next stream video or theory video. Signing off.